Hey, let's see how the Fluorescence Module of LightScan 2 works. So, start the software and choose the Fluorescence Module. This is the module configuration. In the left, you have the non-corrected spectra, and in the right, the corrected fluorescent spectra. This is the section where you control the acquisition parameters. And in this bottom section, you can mark, save, and load single and multiple spectra. But let's see an example. It's very important to select the correct excitation wavelength. Start by putting the sample in the holder. Initially, we use the non-corrected fluorescent spectra in the left to adjust the best parameters for your sample. The idea is that you can have the maximum signal possible without saturation. This is achieved by adjusting the integration time, and you can do it manually or automatically. We'll also add some averaging and smoothing. Now that you have the parameters set, introduce your blank sample in the holder and click in Set Dark Blank. This step will activate the fluorescence corrected spectra. Put your sample back in the holder and voila! Here is your corrected spectrum. In this case, the spectra are very similar, but it's not always like this. All spectra saved in this module are based in the corrected spectra in the right. If you want to save non-corrected spectra, you must use the Spectrum module. Back to fluorescence. Test as many samples as you need and mark every spectra. In this phase, the spectra are not yet saved. In the table, you can choose the spectra you want to see, but if you want to have more information, click in the Config button. Here you can choose the wavelengths you want to measure and associate them to your compounds. Also, by activating bandwidth, you can choose between track peak that will return the maximum intensity or calc area that will return the value of the defined area. In any case, the results interval is centered in the selected wavelength and limited by the bandwidth value. This information will be shown in the results table. You can also select to update previous spectra with the desired information. Still, in this window, you can choose to quantify your sample with a selected and previous calibration. If you double-click in any spectrum in the table, you'll open a new window where it's possible to give a name, verify all the acquisition parameters, and add notes. This is all saved individually with every spectrum. Now that you have all information you need, you just need to save it. You can select and save spectra individually by clicking in the Save button. You can choose to save it in Fluo, Excel, or CSV format. To reopen the spectra in LightScan, you must save them as Fluo. Once a spectrum is saved in this format, it becomes bold. You can also save all spectra simultaneously using the Save Data button. A folder containing all spectra will be created in the desired location, and it can be opened at any time with the Load Data button. For saving the table results, you must use the Report button. For example, you can save them for Excel and it will look like this. Hope this video helped you getting the best results for fluorescence.